Hey YouTube, we have Leonard here. Being guys and gals, Kanojo Okurishimasu, Rent a Girlfriend, we're here, we're live, chapter 257, the review portion. So of course, for those of you on the YouTube side, you can go to my Twitch, link in the Twitch box down below. I do all my live reactions there. You can check out the live reaction for chapter 257. And I'm not gonna lie guys, this was a really good chapter. I definitely enjoyed this. Kazuya and Chizuru cohabitation arc, chapter number 2. And you know, I kind of went into this thinking that we were just going to get a lot of nonsense, like funny hijinks, some randomness going on, Kazuya trying to peep on the girls, losing their trust temporarily and then they get over it, something like that. That's how I kind of thought this chapter was going to go. And it seemed like it was starting off in that direction, especially with Kazuya's delusion about seeing Chizuru basically half naked in her bed with Yaimori. And it's funny, when I did the live reaction, again, check it out, I was shook. I spent like a good, and Twitch chat, let me know otherwise. I feel like I spent a good 2 minutes contemplating, wait, did she just say, I love you, Kazuya? Like, what is happening? It was all imaginary. It was dumb on my part. I got baited. With that said though, I really did kind of enjoy the fact that this chapter really wasn't dedicated to just silliness. We had Kazuya and Chizuru have some very legitimate moments here. She starts going into detail about the house, how things are coming from the Taisho era, and we know that Kazuya was kind of like lost in his own thoughts about how beautiful Chizuru is. And you guys know how I get with the whole Kazuya's like, oh, your hair, oh, your chest, the cleavage, your feet, angel. He had the deer god peering up from Prince of Mononoke. If you guys ever seen that, I know that the deer god is a thing in general. I always think about Prince of Mononoke. I was like, Kazuya, you're killing me. But again, I really love the moments that we had towards the middle and end part of this chapter where Chizuru makes it very clear we're living together, all three of us. We need some rules in place. And we kind of discussed this on the Twitch side a little bit, but for anyone who's ever had a roommate before, especially someone that you don't know, it always has an adjustment period. It's always kind of weird. It's always awkward. We see early in this chapter, Kazuya is kind of like waking up. He's like, I woke up early because he's not used to the area yet. He's wandering around, and Chizuru's aware of this. Chizuru gets it. For Chizuru, this is her house, and it's very weird having other people besides her grandparents and her in this house. So Chizuru does something where I think it might have been a little bit obsessive, or excessive I should say, the way she kind of handled it, but I get where she's coming from. She wants to make sure that the three of them are having a good time, and there's no misunderstandings. So while we the readers are expecting nothing but craziness, which is going to inevitably happen, peeking in the bath, some type of scene where Kazuya finds something in the living room, like situation or bedroom, the two of them being together, we know it's going to happen somehow. But Chizuru's whole goal is that she wants to make sure that this is not going to happen. She wants to make sure that there are clear boundaries in place. And I kind of have an issue with the fact that Kazuya is restricted to basically his room and then some common areas. So the bathroom, the kitchen, and I guess the washer dryer. These are like his common areas plus his bedroom. He doesn't get the living room, so I'm like, dang. And he doesn't get the girls' room. And Chizuru sets up a curtain, like literally a curtain divider, so that he can't go into the living room / girls' room, because at the end of the day, that's basically the divider. I was just like, dang. And Kazuya makes mention of this. Kazuya in the chapter is just kind of like, wow, you know, I get why she's doing this. She's really diligent. She's thinking about stuff like even garbage, take out the garbage, etc. She's doing all the stuff that I never really thought about. And it goes to show how serious she is, how diligent she is, how meticulous she is. But a part of Kazuya, guys, he feels hurt. He's just kind of like, hey, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say I don't get it, but it kind of hurts because it feels like there's no level of trust. And it always comes back to a Kazuya. He can be a little bit weird. He'll be a little bit obsessive when it comes to Chizuru. But at the end of the day, Kazuya's a very simple person, and it goes beyond just the looks with Chizuru. He really wants her to view him as someone who is a friend, who she can be comfortable around, and potentially, obviously, to date. But most importantly, he needs and wants her to feel comfortable around him, to think that he's worthy of being in her presence. So to feel like she doesn't trust him, it sucks. And that's why for me, the end of this chapter, we end on such a wholesome note that I just wasn't expecting. Chizuru gives Kazuya a key to the apartment. First glance, I'm like, okay, it makes sense. He deserves a key. But at the same time, think back to last chapter, where Kazuya doesn't know whether or not he belongs, if this is a place that he should be. Think about the fact that when they came to welcome him home, how happy Kazuya was. To get a key basically is Chizuru saying, I trust you. You have free reign in and out of the house. This is for this month. It is your home as much as it is my home. And for Kazuya, given the fact that he cares so much about Chizuru, he wants to get that approval, that acceptance, for her to view him in such a way where she's comfortable. I can guarantee you, getting the key, it meant the world to him. We see him tear up in this chapter. I loved it. And it was kind of interesting to show how they're slowly kind of getting to sync, because Chizuru could realize, like, as she looked at Kazuya, he probably thinks that I'm being too much, that I don't trust him, and I don't want him to feel that way. So she gives him the key, highlighting the fact that no, you do in fact have my trust. I think that was really nice. So all things considered, we had a very, very nice end to this chapter. It was wholesome, it was good. Kazuya feeling good, Chizuru feeling good, sharing some moments. I loved it. Next chapter is entitled Bath. Nonsense is going to go down, and I kind of mentioned before I did the recording for this, but I assume that next week, something along the lines of Kazuya probably being in the bath, being excited that he's in the bath water that Chizuru was in. He's going to be like Cloud 9, he's going to pass out. That's my assumption. Chizuru's going to go to drain the water, the hot water she mentioned, and then she's going to be confronted with Kazuya. It's going to be a shock. We're going to have all these issues. I'm kind of excited for it. Kind of excited, I'm not going to lie. So with that, everyone, we'll see what happens next chapter. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy this chapter? Did you think that it was good that we got this moment between Kazuya and Chizuru? I really do hope we get more of this. The whole cohabitation arc is nice because, again, you get some really funny moments. But realistically, this is a time where Kazuya and Chizuru, they need to get closer to each other. They need to. They have to get to more of an understanding, and that development is going to lead them to ultimately being comfortable being in an actual relationship. So we do need that to happen. I love that we get these moments in chapters like this. It makes me feel very confident that I'm going to really enjoy this arc. So everyone, again, let me know your thoughts. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe if you like my content. It's greatly appreciated as always, everybody. And with that, I'm Leonard and I'm out. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.